What does it mean to follow your dreams, stay true to yourself, and inspire millions along the way? For some, it's an impossible goal. But for Ellen DeGeneres, it was a journey of resilience, courage, and kindness. She became a pioneer in comedy, an icon for authenticity, and a global advocate for hope and generosity. This is her remarkable story, one that teaches us to embrace our truth, persevere through challenges, and always choose kindness. Ellen Lee DeGeneres was born on January 26, 1958, in Metairie, Louisiana. Her father, Elliot, was an insurance agent, and her mother, Betty, a speech therapist. From a young age, she developed a unique ability to make people laugh, a gift she would later transform into a world-changing career. But like many of us, Ellen faced difficult times. When she was just 13 years old, her parents divorced, and her mother moved with her to a small town in Texas. Ellen's teenage years were filled with challenges. She watched her mother struggle through heartbreak and illness, and Ellen stepped up to be her greatest source of comfort. She used humor to ease her mother's pain, discovering early on the healing power of laughter. It was a lesson that would guide her for the rest of her life. After graduating high school, Ellen wasn't sure what she wanted to do. She worked a series of odd jobs, painting houses, waiting tables, and even working as a paralegal. But deep down, she knew she was destined for something bigger. Inspired by the wit of Steve Martin and the lighthearted genius of Lucille Ball, Ellen began performing stand-up comedy at local coffeehouses and clubs in New Orleans. Her unique style, filled with observational humor and everyday anecdotes, made people laugh because they saw themselves in her jokes. Her sharp wit, warmth, and impeccable timing set her apart. Comedy became her passion, and Ellen knew she was finally on the path meant for her. In 1986, Ellen got her big break. She was invited to perform on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, the ultimate dream for any comedian. But Ellen didn't just perform, she made history. She became the first female comedian invited to sit on Johnny's iconic couch after her set. It was a monumental moment that launched her into the spotlight and cemented her place as a rising star in comedy. By the mid-1990s, Ellen had her own hit sitcom, Ellen. Audiences loved her relatable humor and quirky charm. But in 1997, Ellen made a decision that would change not only her career but also the world. She came out as gay, both in real life and as her character on the show. It was a bold, groundbreaking move that had never been done before in mainstream television. The announcement made headlines worldwide. Ellen received praise from the LGBTQ+ community and advocates for equality, but she also faced intense backlash. Sponsors pulled out, critics attacked her, and her show was eventually canceled. For a time, Ellen's career came to a standstill. She was ostracized by an industry that once celebrated her. But Ellen was not one to give up. In the face of rejection and adversity, she chose resilience. She began to rebuild her career from the ground up, returning to her roots in stand-up comedy. And in 2003, her perseverance paid off. The Ellen DeGeneres Show premiered, bringing her humor, warmth, and message of kindness to millions of viewers around the world. It became one of the most successful daytime talk shows of all time, earning multiple Emmy Awards and captivating audiences with its mix of humor, celebrity interviews, and heartfelt human stories. Ellen's infectious energy and her signature dance moves made every episode feel like a celebration of life itself. As her platform grew, Ellen used it to spread kindness and compassion. From paying off student loans to gifting struggling families with homes, she became a champion for generosity. Her catchphrase, "Be kind to one another," wasn't just a saying, it became a movement. She reminded the world that even small acts of kindness can create ripples of hope and change. No story of success is without its trials. In 2020, Ellen faced criticism over allegations of a toxic work environment on her show. The controversy was a difficult chapter, but Ellen confronted it head-on, taking responsibility and working to create positive change. Her journey shows us that leadership comes with accountability and that growth is a lifelong process. After 19 seasons, The Ellen DeGeneres Show came to a close in 2022. But Ellen's legacy lives on, in the laughter she inspired, the lives she touched, and the kindness she encouraged. Her story is one of perseverance, authenticity, and the power of being true to yourself, no matter the cost. Ellen once said, "Follow your passion. Stay true to yourself. Never follow someone else's path unless you're in the woods, and you're lost, and you see a path. By all means, follow that." Her journey reminds us that success is about courage, compassion, and a willingness to rise after every fall. So dance through life, laugh through the pain, and always be kind to one another.